Welcome to week 2. To start off, we have Sam versus Chris. Chris won this beatdown against Sam 114-85. For Sam, despite Dobbins' 24 by Cooper and 7 by Chase mean he didn't stand a chance against 17 by Mason and 19 by Lamb for Chris. Sammy Soprano got pinched and Chris became acting boss. Week 2 to Chris. And now for week 2, Ethan versus Charlie. Ethan beat Charlie 103-91. 28 by Cook and 29 by Neighbors meant Benson was boss. For Charlie, 2 by Dell and Parkinson and -1 for the Rams defense meant Charlie's pepperoni pizza came out burnt. By the end, Ethan made him get back to work. Week 2 to Ethan. Up next for week 2, Shay versus Will.
Shay defeated Will 112-101. 23 by St. Brown and 20 by Fairbairn meant Shay's team blacked him out. For Will, only 5 by Pitts and 3 by Cooks meant Will was hip tackled into an early grave. Nothing could stop Shay's day, not even a hip drop. Week 2 to Shay. And now, for week 2, Joe vs. Evan. Evan dropped a massive 146 to beat Joe this week with a great 126 week. For Evan, Kamara's 44-point charge, with 29 by Metcalf meant no one could stop the insanity. Joe had a great week, but 4 by Schultz meant Fuckboy Friday was ruined. Week 2 to Evan. Up next for week 2, Jack vs. Fergus. Fergus just managed to outclass Jack this week 136-125. For Ferg, 28 by Murray and 29 by Harrison meant young Ferg flipped him the bird. For Jack, 3 by Hill and 10 by Allen meant Jack's footballs were swollen via young Ferg's kung fu. Week 2 to Ferg. And lastly for week 2, Zach vs. John. Zach went on the attack and beat John this week 140-112. 24 by Hall and 27 by Collins meant Zach was greater than Brady. For John, 4 by Worthy and 1.5 by Hurst meant he got no bitches this week. Zach was on crack and won't go back. Week 2 to Zach. Hope you enjoyed week 2. Be sure to tune in to week 3 to see Sammy Soprano and on crack Zach go head to head to open up the week.